What is money, really? At its core, money is a tool, a technology humans invented to make trade fair and efficient. Imagine a world without money. If you grew apples but needed shoes, you'd have to find a shoemaker who wanted apples. That's barter, and it's messy. Money solves this by acting as a universal middleman. You sell apples for money, then buy shoes from anyone. No apple craving required. Money serves three main purposes. It's a medium of exchange, a unit of account, and a store of value. Throughout history, people have used salt, seashells, cattle, and especially gold and silver as money, things with intrinsic value. Gold coins, for example, were valuable because they were made of actual gold, prized for its rarity and beauty. For centuries, the value of money was tied to the physical material it was made from, commodity money. People trusted it because they held something valuable in their hands. But over time, this system changed. Today, most money isn't backed by gold or silver. Instead, its value comes from something else entirely. This shift set the stage for the modern financial world. Understanding this evolution is key to understanding the money in your wallet today. Next, let's see how governments change the game. Today, we use fiat money currency declared legal tender by governments but not backed by gold or silver. The US dollar, euro, yen, these are all fiat currencies. Their value isn't in the paper or metal but in government decree. The idea began in China where merchants used paper receipts instead of lugging coins. The government took over issuing the first official paper money. At first, these notes could be exchanged for metal coins, but eventually governments issued more notes than they had metal to back. The final break came in 1971 when the US ended the dollar's convertibility to gold, ushering in the era of pure fiat money. Now, money's value depends on trust in the government and its central bank. The shift from commodity to fiat money was profound. Value is no longer tied to a physical resource, but to a promise. The stability of money now rests on the credibility of those who issue it. This change brought both new power and new risks. If a $100 bill is just paper, why do we trust it? The answer: trust, built on government backing, law, and social agreement. Governments declare their currency legal tender, so you must use it to pay taxes and debts. This creates constant demand. Central banks like the Federal Reserve manage the money supply and aim for stability. If people trust the bank, they trust the money. We also trust money because everyone else does. A network effect. You accept dollars because you know others will too. This shared belief keeps the system running. History matters too. The US dollar has been stable for decades, reinforcing trust. Most people have only ever known fiat money, so it feels normal and reliable. Our faith in money is a powerful social contract. As long as we believe in it, it works. But that trust must be maintained. When it's lost, the consequences are severe. Trust is the foundation of fiat money, but it can break. The main threat is hyperinflation, when governments print too much money to cover expenses. More money chasing the same goods means prices soar, sometimes doubling daily. People lose faith in the currency, rushing to spend it before it loses more value. The money stops being a store of value, a unit of account, or a medium of exchange. Barter returns, or people switch to more stable foreign currencies. Hyperinflation isn't just theory, it's happened in many countries. In the 1920s, Weimar Germany saw people carrying wheelbarrows of cash just to buy bread. Hungary, after World War II, experienced the worst inflation ever recorded. Yugoslavia in the 1990s and Argentina in recent years also faced devastating hyperinflation. Zimbabwe and Venezuela are more recent examples where money became almost worthless overnight. The root cause is usually reckless government policy, political chaos, or crushing debt. Printing money may seem like an easy fix, but it destroys trust. When trust is gone, the currency collapses. The lesson: fiat money is only as strong as the institutions behind it. Lose trust, and money becomes worthless. Zimbabwe's story shows what happens when trust in money is shattered. In the 2000s, the government printed money to cover expenses, triggering hyperinflation. Prices doubled daily, savings vanished overnight. Banknotes in absurd denominations, trillions, became worthless. People abandoned the Zimbabwean dollar, turning to barter or foreign currencies like the US dollar. The government eventually scrapped its own currency. The lesson is clear: fiat money's power depends on responsible management. Stability comes from credible institutions and sound policy. Without trust, money is just paper and numbers. That trust must be earned and protected every day. Imagine a new kind of money, one not controlled by any government or central bank. This is Bitcoin, created in 2009 by the mysterious Satoshi Nakamoto. Unlike traditional or fiat money, which can be printed endlessly, Bitcoin's supply is strictly limited. Only 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist. This scarcity is built into its code, making inflation impossible. Bitcoin is decentralized. No single authority controls it. Instead, thousands of computers worldwide verify every transaction. Every transaction is recorded on a public ledger called the blockchain, open for anyone to inspect. This transparency and decentralization aim to solve problems like inflation, lack of trust, and centralization found in fiat money. But Bitcoin isn't perfect. Its price can swing wildly, and using it can be slow or costly. Still, for people in countries with unstable currencies, Bitcoin offers a new way to store value and send money globally. As the world watches, Bitcoin raises a big question. Could this be the future of money?